In the sleepy village of Umberley in Devon, 63-year-old jeweller Gavin Poulton is preparing for his 20th trip to Thailand.
3 pairs of trousers, and I'm sure that'll be one too many.
He's going to buy jewellery to sell in Britain and to visit his Thai business partner. Catherine, who's been married to Gavin for 40 years, will be staying at home in England.
I suppose in a way I'm envious of him going away, whilst at the same time I don't mind. I'm quite looking forward to being on my own for a month.
Gavin and Catherine had a conventional marriage until Gavin was in his early 40s, at which point he realised he was bisexual. Today, he and Catherine are still married, but have what's best described as an open relationship.
This is my partner, who I hope is running part of my business in Thailand. Here's a more sexy photograph of him. He wanted to pose in front of the camera. He wanted to look as sexy as possible.
As well as being his business partner, 28-year-old Lex is also Gavin's lover. While Gavin is with Lex in Thailand, Catherine will be making the most of Gavin's absence.
I suppose one could say that I've taken advantage of it and had my men friends and enjoyed myself that way. So being without Gavin is fine by me, and if I want to be alone, I will. But it's nice to know that there is a gentleman friend somewhere whose company I can call on, who might call in and have coffee.
Right. Bye-bye. See you in a month's time.
Take care.
After a gruelling flight, Gavin's plane has touched down in Bangkok, but Lex hasn't come to meet him.
It's useful having him around, and I like him in bed with me, but I don't mind whether he comes or whether he doesn't come. It wasn't exactly my first experience with a gay sexual contact. I met a really beautiful young lady in the Bois de Boulogne in Paris. I thought she was a prostitute, so we went a few hundred yards off the road. And I was fondling her breasts and feeling her bottom and kissing and cuddling. By the time I got down to feeling her legs and putting my hand between them, I found she got a cock as well. And it really was the most exciting few seconds of my life. I wasn't shocked after he'd knelt down and filleted me. We went back to the road and I offered him money, but he refused to take it. So he was there just for the excitement in the same way that I had been there just for the excitement. There's a large proportion of people who will say they're shocked by my attitude, but would secretly like to behave in the same way. I'm absolutely convinced of it.
Gavin has rented a flat on the west bank of Bangkok's main river.
Yeah, over there. Yeah. My attraction for Lex is more to do with business than it is to do with a physical relationship. Lex likes me because I'm more wealthy than he is. If somebody says they like me, I never know whether they like me for my money or for my face or for the size of the cock. I just take it all as superficial, just get as much enjoyment out of it as I can. This is the entrance to my apartment block.
Unbeknown to Gavin, he's about to be reunited with his Thai lover, who's been waiting for several hours.
I wondered if you would be waiting for me.
I worry a lot.
I ring and ring and ring. Where's your telephone?
No. I can close.
You close the telephone, yeah, that's why I do not see you. And this young man is, I must introduce you, he's a cameraman for English television.
Oh, no.
So now you'll be on English television.
Okay,
I like your hair too. Hey, you look good.
Thank you.
There's another surprise waiting upstairs for Gavin. Lex hasn't come to Bangkok alone. At Gavin's apartment, which only has one bedroom, Lex has brought along half his family.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finish.
It is very difficult to understand that when I arrange to meet Lex, he turns up with his mother and 2 cousins. But one just has to accept that, because that is the way that Thai people behave. He's looking well, yes, there's no problems with him at all. In fact, he's looking better because he's cut his hair now and not quite so long as it was. Am I the same as last time I was in Bangkok?
Yes.
You said I am more fat.
Yes, now you fat, you very young, is number one. Much tomorrow.
Bex likes me to be smooth-faced. Catherine, she likes me to have whiskers, so I grow it again in England. Lex becomes very excited if I play with his nipples. This evening I shall be sleeping. This evening there's no plans for catching up. We'll be catching up over the next week or month.
Gavin and Lex have spent a couple of days catching up and are now heading off to a jewellery wholesaler's.
When I met Lec, it's fair to say that he was making ends meet, but he wasn't particularly solvent. I felt that he was a good salesman. He could sell, I could see that. So I allowed him to buy jewellery on my business account in Bangkok to try the market in Thailand. That started about 2 years ago. The business in Thailand is a partnership. It's almost exclusively run by him. It's just that I financed it. He's experienced some success with it, but I don't know exactly how successful it is, and that's one of the reasons I'm following him around into various places to see how he does the business.
Tucked away down a tiny alleyway, Gavin and Lex eventually find the shop they're looking for.
Look at it. I mean, just look at the amount of stock they've got here, and to look in every box would take me 2 days.
Gavin is losing patience.
I think I'm not buying anything at all. I am not going to spend all day looking through here and then we go to another shop and I do the same thing, because the money for me is so small.
I know.
Yeah, so it's better that we do not do it anymore. I get on very well with Lec, but one of the problems is that if I go in and buy $1,000 worth of silver and he is with me, he undoubtedly will see things that he could also sell, and he always wants to stick it onto my bill. So I walked out of the shop because it means that he's still in there and he's going to have to pay for that jewellery that he buys himself.
Gavin decides to call his wife.
Is that Catherine? Oh, sorry, you sounded very young, I must say. I've just come out of one shop and I feel sort of a bit hot and sticky and fed up.
Sometimes him can ring for Catherine. I don't want to see, I don't want to know, I don't want to hear. Sometimes I jealous, sometimes okay.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad you're okay. Bye. But I think you're angry with me because you,
No, I'm not angry with you.
Gavin and Lex have left Bangkok and are en route to Lex's parents. They've driven 650 kilometres south of Bangkok, though once again, Gavin and Lex have little privacy.
Lex would like to go to sleep at 3 o'clock every morning, and I don't want to. So the relationship between Lex and I is like any other marriage. There is frictions and strains there. By and large, we seem to get on all right together.
The next morning, Gavin and Lex rise early and go to bathe in a hot volcanic pool. In this tranquil setting, Gavin is thinking about the effect Thailand has on his health.
I'm open to a lot more diseases out here than the Thais are, but unless I actually pick up a bug and become infected in my stomach, I find that the diet I have here makes my, if you're filming this, I'll put it nicely, my stools more solid than they are in England. 20 years ago, if I'd have seen Lec in his swimming trunks, I would have had an erection. There's no doubt about it. He's physically attractive. But then so are horses and dogs. I mean, I'm not just attracted to physically attractive boys. Well, I'm 63 now, and I really don't feel that sex is terribly important anymore. Oh, go on, more. I just want the company of somebody who I find attractive. When I was 40, if I look you in your swimming costume,
Yes.
then Gavin Cock come up. Okay, but now Gavin older,
Yes.
And, okay, I look at you same person, very beautiful, but cock not come up. Okay?
Okay.
I really don't understand the meaning of the word love. I've had extremely passionate feelings, which I would suppose must be love for three people. A young ladyboy called Moo in Thailand, an English antique dealer come jeweller, and my wife's sister originally.
Moo was Gavin's first Thai lover. After meeting him in Bangkok, Gavin fell in love and visited him a number of times over the next 2 years. The relationship began to fall apart in July 1990, when Moo arrived in the UK with serious health worries.
As there was the AIDS scare at that time, this is maybe 6 or 7 years ago, he and I were both tested for HIV. It turned out that Moo was positive. I was negative, and because I value my marriage to Catherine more than I value my relationships with other people, I terminated the relationship with Moo.
Because of the risk that Gavin could still develop HIV in the months after his test, he stopped sleeping with his wife.
We never really developed a sexual relationship again. She's been seeing this man now for about 4 or 5 years, I think. They seem to be content with each other, and she is also content with me.
Finally, the couple arrive at Lex's parents' house. Lex's family are wealthy by Thai standards, owning local orchards and rubber plantations, and they feel genuinely honoured to have Gavin stay with them.
When I'm here, I usually sleep with Lex in a semi-private part of the house, but we very rarely ever have any sexual congress in the house, mainly because there is no privacy in Thai houses. You never know when children are going to walk in. My relationship with everybody in the house is good, particularly with Lex's father, who makes an effort to be friendly towards me. The family know that Lex is gay. They know that Lex did some ladyboy shows when he was very young. I am pleased that they accept me as a friend of Lex. My relationship with Lex, it's a relationship for me for pleasure. I'd like to see him develop his business more, but I don't want to feel committed to him. I don't want to feel that he's committed to me either. You viewers can make your own mind up about how maybe you think Catherine should behave towards me, or I should behave towards her, but we have found our own way of living, and we're still married, you know, after 40 years. There's a lot of you out there who aren't.
Sadly, a month after Gavin returned to Britain, he received the tragic news that Lex had been murdered during a robbery in his home village. Every year, thousands from the UK backpack across Australia looking for adventure and passion, like sisters Laura and Tara from Surrey. Both girls want a love affair. Tara's still looking, but Laura's wish came true within a week of arriving in Sydney. She met Dave, another British backpacker. Although backpacking affairs can be casual, she says they're committed and have already talked of marriage. They've been apart for a month due to Dave's work as a removal man, and she's not sure when he's going to be back.
That's Dave. That's the bed that we got. We got some naughty things in that bed. These are my puppies. And do you see the similarity? Look. There is a lot of similarity in those photos. That is weird. And both of those I love. I knew, like, the first time I saw him, that was like love at first sight. I knew that we were going to get married. I just totally knew this. But I just want to be with him. When I threatened him on the phone the other day, I said, Dave, this is so hard because I'm getting offers left, right and centre. And then I'm feeling very horny. I need somebody to sleep with. And I don't want to cheat on you or anything, but you better hurry up because I'm not going to wait a whole entire year not to sleep with anyone else.
Her sister Tara, who's 27, is also looking for love, but can't make her mind up whether she's after a man or a woman.
I have been known to fancy a woman, not because she's a woman, because of the person and fancy them. And I have snogged women before, but on a sexual basis.
The thought of Tara having like lesbian sex makes me feel a little bit sick.
I don't know whether or not I'd actually go full on to say I'd like a man with boobs or a woman with a penis or something. I don't know.
I'm hoping it'll be a man. I don't really want to see my sister snogging a woman. But we'll just have to wait and see.
As Love continues to evade Tara, the girls plan a night out at a local club. But first they must find something to wear.
Oh, yes. This is so the coat for me.
It's not going.
You know what it is? It's because people are used to long sleeves nowadays. That's what the
No,
fashion
do you know
is.
what I think it is? I think it's just because my arms are too long for the jacket.
They're not bad, but they're crushed velvet. Nasty.
Unsuccessful, the girls decide to wear some of the few items they brought in their rucksacks.
This is my high boots that I brought over. These are my blue stilettos that I'm carrying in my backpack. These are my trainers. I wear these quite a lot, but these are Tara's.
My friend Paul was supposed to bring my platforms over and he never did. And I was very upset with him because they were my life.
Yeah, these are my shoes as well, but they're so heavy, they're just like the weight of them. Listen to this. They're very heavy shoes.
These are my favourite shoes because they're just like edible. My sandals.
I plan to bring so much more, but my best friend Bushra made me take half the stuff out of my backpack, which means I've not got anything I really want. She'd like made me swap everything around so it's practical. These are the most practical outfits I've got.
As the King's Cross nightlife gets going, Tara and Laura prepare for a night at Car Wash, one of Sydney's biggest nightclubs.
Tara's looking for a shag tonight. That's the main reason why we've come out.
No, we're looking for love.
She's looking for love.
Laura is keen to find her sister a man. Although there are plenty in the club, neither feels there's much to choose from.
Most of the guys you meet are just like lads on the piss. They're out for a good time and everything, and there's not a lot else on offer. The sort of person that she's going to end up with is the sort of person she's not going to meet in a club.
Being single, I meet so many pricks, but that almost sways me towards thinking, oh God, do I want to live a heterosexual life? Because they're just such numbskulls, half of them. Oh my God, nothing good has happened tonight regarding any kind of sex or anything. It's been fucked up. All the men are twats, they don't know how to dance, they don't know how to do fuck all, and it's been a very pointless evening. But I have had a good dance and I've had a good time.
Next morning at the hostel, Laura receives a phone call from boyfriend Dave. It's not good news.
We're just like talking to him, and he said that he's not probably going to come down anymore. I'd much more prefer if like he said, yeah, I'm going to marry you. But so I've changed my mind now. I think I don't want to get married anymore.
To cheer themselves up, Laura and Tara head over to see their friend Simon, another backpacker and former conquest of Tara's. But sadly, Love evaded the pair.
I've always wanted someone that entertains me, which he does. Just somebody who's different, and I've always been looking for them, and this is what I thought was the guy. I thought, oh my God, everything. But he's turned out to be a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, I had a bit of fun with Tara every so often. We sort of went out, had a few drinks, came back, I'd crash in the bed with her and have a laugh, and I don't know. It turns out that she's sort of looking for love. She's after a guy, and she's after something a bit full on that I can't really give her. If she wants something a little bit more passionate and a little bit more full on, then I'm not really the right man for that. As I've told many other girls as I've been travelling in Australia, you know how it is.
But there are always plenty more fish in the sea, and both girls have got their rods out.
When was the last time you had sex?
Last time I had sex was in Thailand, which is about 2.5 months ago.
Shit, hell.
Which is a long time.
James, is that why you let us cut your hair?
James has been
sexual frustration. You just want me to say, yeah, to have sex with you, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We tried it last time and you just couldn't get an erection. So I thought, sod it, it's just worthless.
Laurie, you're a very beautiful girl, but I wouldn't exactly No, I can't be slagging her now. I can't be slagging her on TV, that's just terrible.
Jamie fancies me, don't you, Jamie? Yeah, see? Jamie wants to shag me.
Sounds great.
The next morning, Laura decides to give it one more try with Dave.
Hey, Dave! Where are you?
And to her surprise, Dave has just arrived in Sydney and wants to meet.
All right then. All right, see you later. I love you, bye. I'm going to wet myself. Too much. Anyway, so it's going to meet us by the fountain in an hour.
What, he's gonna be
It's going to be an hour. An hour. Dave's coming in an hour. 1 hour.
Oh, I'm getting the first hug.
Laura may be excited by Dave's arrival, but her roommates have reservations.
They're a little bit worried that Dave's going to move in and there's going to be a lot of sex going on. And I've assured them that, yes, this definitely will happen.
Dave, snog her, for God's sake!
Celebrations continue later in the mixed dormitory the girls share with 4 others.
Laura, I need to get my purse. Oh my God, you've obviously been on the top bunk.
Yeah.
Laura and Dave are having sex and I've just interrupted them. It's awful.
I know there's not going to be any boob shots today.
And I went in there just like put the sound stuff away and that, and they were having sex on Lawrence's bed. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Hello.
With Dave and Laura back together, they've made some decisions about their future.
No, we're not getting married at the moment, but you never know. If we keep in contact for a few years,
Yeah.
I could get suddenly blinded drunk one night and say something stupid.
No, and anyway, I need to mature a little bit.
A little bit.
It's time for the girls to move on to Melbourne. Laura has found love with Dave, but Tara's still looking and the road is random.
My time in Sydney has not helped me decide about my sexuality. It's not really a problem, I'm not that bothered. I think I'm looking for a man more than anything, but women are bound to be coming in and out of my life at some point, but we'll see how it goes. It's quite possible I could find somewhere in Melbourne. If I don't find love, I'm certainly going to have a good time having sex in Melbourne, I know that.
"66-year-old Anita Parry lives in Wales. She's been married to her husband Bill for 45 years, but recently Bill's been going through some changes.
The only thing that's changed is that Bill has now become Deanne.
Gender dysphoria is a peculiar thing. You sometimes feel so feminine that the only means of release is cross-dressing. In other words, dress in the gender you feel. And that's a tremendous relief. Just imagine this now, see. And then sometimes it might not happen for weeks or months or even years until almost my 60th birthday was so regular, so overpowering that I had to do something about it.
I didn't have any idea of what was wrong. Way back in 1997, Bill came to me and said, "I've got something to say to you. I want to be a woman, I want to dress as a woman." The way I dealt with it was I had a little cry, and then I thought of something that I hadn't worn for a long time because it was too long for me. It was a pair of pleated culottes. So I ran upstairs and got those out of the wardrobe and gave them to Bill.
It was like a love offering. And then, when it was time to get to bed, she says, "Well now, do you want your old pyjamas or do you want a nightie?"
Before the sex change operation in 2001, Deanne was better known as the Reverend Bill.
We were the pillars of the society because there I was, a working minister, and we were the centre of society, as it were, and the centre of churches wherever we went and ministered. Anita and I have been thrown out of 3 chapels simply because they can't cope with, quote, a transsexual. They feel it's immoral. And it's something I miss, and Anita misses, because we made it an event. We used to go together to a chapel, and we used to be there all day together, and all that has been lost to us.
But the church isn't the only thing that Deanne has lost.
I can't even remember the feelings before the operation and having that awful thing sticking out, you know. Now, when I put my nightie on, I pass the mirror in the bedroom and see a little bit of hair sticking out where the lump used to be.
But as they say, a woman's work is never done, and this is especially true in Deanne's case when it comes to hair. Until 1998, 66-year-old Deanne Parry was better known as Reverend Bill Parry. In 2001, the transition from male to female was complete. Well, almost, but who's splitting hairs?
You know, I'd love to get rid of Bill so he doesn't have to keep cropping up. But no right-minded woman would go around with a stubble like this.
Every fortnight, Deanne leaves Wales to go to Altrincham to have electrolysis treatment, so she is all woman.
I'm not a transsexual. Trans means to be transitioning, to be moving through. And I have moved through. What you're doing is getting rid of the remnants. An ultra woman really is how I would describe myself. I do my makeup before I go out. A lot of women don't these days. I have to do it because I have to be streetwise. I mean, I wouldn't wear mini skirts, although my legs sometimes show.
Deanne and Anita have been together since 1959 and are regulars down at their local charity shops. But they used to be a little more covert when it came to dressing Deanne.
We used to have a peculiar thing going on because, you know, I'd look at a garment and say, oh, I fancy that. But of course I was in male mode. So Anita would get a hold of the garment and I'd suggest, well, why don't you try it? But she'd take it in there, put it on the hook in there, right? I'd go in with something like a suit, you know, stodgy thing. And then I'd try on the dress or whatever we'd put in there, just to see if it fitted, you know. It was a very sneaky thing to do, but it worked. How's that? How's that, Nita? Do you know what, Nita? I think I'll walk out with this.
Yeah?
Kevin can cut the label off.
Yeah.
Yeah? I'll pay for it and walk out with it.
The things I miss most with Bill is being able to walk along the street holding hands. It's not possible anymore because people would read things into it and think that we were lesbians or something like that, but we're not. We did have quite a relationship with our youngest daughter to begin with, but then when the grandchildren started saying 9, which is the Welsh equivalent for grandmother.
About me.
They didn't like it, so we haven't seen them since.
So Anita has only seen our middle daughter once in 7 years. And we love them. We love them greatly.
But Deanne and Anita still have each other, and there's nothing like a girls' night out to put a smile back on their faces. Anita and Bill Parry were man and wife for almost 40 years, until 2001, when they became wife and wife, when Bill became Deanne.
Well, I'm a very shy person. I never really got on well with people, but when I met Bill, we just seemed to click, and I don't think I could live without Diane now.
I feel guilty at the fact that when I look back at it now, our sex life wasn't great. It was, you know, regular, but it wasn't ecstatic. And now she has nothing at all as far as sex life is concerned. The way I try to make up for it is we go dining. The problem with us two is that I have to still do the butchy thing, you know, and do the ordering and everything.
I do it sometimes when you go to the toilet. I order the wine sometimes.
Oh, okay. Really, if I could go out and get her a medal, a George Cross or something like that, and I think she deserves it, because very, very few wives of transsexuals, or, you know, the partners of transsexuals, stay together. She stood by me.
The secret to our marriage is we love one another. The love may be a little different now, but I've got a big sister and a friend that I've always wanted. I think that all couples should support one another, because that's what being married is all about.
In a petrol station in Rhyl, we find unlikely lovers Kath and Peter, or Donna as he prefers to be known.
The key reason for me to come here and to do this job was to do it as Donna, and to show that people like myself can actually run a shop as a transvestite.
Kath and Donna had both come out of long-standing marriages when they met 2 years ago. But the magic didn't begin against the romantic backdrop of a Rhyl petrol station.
We met via an internet site, and I just had a very nice email from Donna, who they thought that that was compatible with me, but I didn't realise that thought I was compatible with a tranny.
After weeks of exchanging photos, emails and phone calls, Kath and Donna met face to face. But how soon did they get down to business?
Dare we go that far? The same night.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think that's a question I'd rather not answer.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah.
This is the first night. You stayed with me the first night. And we slept very well that night.
Kath, however, wasn't quite so quick off the mark in public.
Walking down the high street and we were getting all sorts of odd looks. Two old ladies holding hands.
Excuse me.
What?
You might have been an old lady.
But Kath felt distinctly uncomfortable about this. I thought they were just looking at me.
Yeah, there was. I felt a lesbian issue. You know, I thought if the two women holding hands, you've got to be gay, you've got to be lesbian. And we weren't. Well, I wasn't, and he definitely isn't.
Donna may not be a lesbian, but it's certainly the ladies that do it for her.
Look at that one.
No, it's taking the mickle.
It'll come, my bud.
Yeah, but that's about all. It's the other bits I worry about. Well, he first says to me that he didn't get aroused when he was in Donna mode. But I think he said something along the lines that was before he met me. And he said he only has to be close to me and he becomes aroused. Which very often happens, and if he's wearing something tighter fitting, it's a bit obvious and embarrassing because he's not supposed to get like that in Donna mode because it's not a sex thing, you see. But I think he tells lies on that score. I think at the back of it, it is.
While Kath's out walking the dog, her tranny lover Donna reveals the man behind the makeup.
I think if you were to ask me why I became a tranny, the answer is I don't know. Once I tried it, I liked it, and it grew until I wanted to do it more and more.
If somebody told me years ago that I'd settle with a tranny, a bit of me would be surprised, but then a little bit probably wouldn't, because a lot of my friends have been a little bit different to the norm.
The majority of men who wear women's clothes, initially it's a pure sensual thing. Just to pull on a pair of stockings or a pair of tights or some of the women's underwear is very sensual for many men. There's an arousal factor, they have an orgasm and then they'll undress again. But for a smaller group of men, it goes beyond that. I just like the feel of the clothes, the way they hang, the colours, the fabrics. I just feel more comfortable. Even in male mode, I'll normally wear ladies' underwear underneath, as you can see. Things like this I didn't really do for years. When I went to college, I was away from home and started buying some clothes for myself, mainly underwear, necklaces. And it wasn't really, probably for about 15, 20 years, that I even recognised that there was other people who dressed and that there was a whole group of people out there. And this is where the internet is so important. It didn't just bring me and Kath together, it opened up the eyes of so many people who cross-dressed to the fact they weren't alone.
I'd like to think that there is a lasting relationship there, but you don't know. Nobody knows. I thought my husband was the one. We all do, don't we?
Well, final stage. It was a great relief from my point of view when not only did she accept me as Donna, but was quite then happy to see me without the wig and the makeup as Peter in woman's clothes. And no woman had ever done that before.
Peter's happy being a transvestite. It's him, it's who he is. It's what's made him the man he is and the lady that he is.
Right, will do.
Donna may be happy being a tranny, but Kath would be happier to see more of Peter. And she may just get a chance soon.
Oh, to get some good clothes in charity shops.
You couldn't get away with it.
I probably could do.
Could you?
Yeah. I always see myself as a man. I'm a man who likes wearing ladies' clothes, and I don't try and hide that. I don't try and hide the size of my hands.
You should have a job to find them. You look at them like shovels.
And so, to me, it's obvious that I'm a man in women's clothes.
You look like a girl.
Yes.
I'll have to pull that one up. You're a man and you look like a girl.
I know. One of the things that I like about Kath was she was prepared to accept me as I was and get involved with what I was doing in my life. And this contrasted with my wife, who knew I cross-dressed but wanted nothing to do with it.
My family know all about him. They've done since day one.
When she told me that he was a cross-dresser, I found it quite amusing. It's quite funny. But that's my mum. It's nothing should surprise me, really.
My youngest daughter had a problem initially. She couldn't understand why I would want to go out with a tranny, and she said as much, "What, I don't want you going out with a tranny." But as I pointed out to her, it had nothing to do with her at all. But everybody's okay now. He's even got one of my daughter's jackets on tonight. What didn't fit her fits him.
He tends to dress as Donna a lot more. And I think in some circumstances she would rather him be Peter.
How many male shirts have you got up here?
One.
One.
Might be two. I got some T-shirts though. Good quality T-shirts.
Do you ever wear them?
If I'm doing a dirty job.
I rest my case. That's how he sees his male side, to do the dirty jobs, the grotty jobs.
I think that she will just have to accept it and get used to it, because it won't change. Peter's not suddenly going to decide. I personally don't think that he's going to decide, well, I don't want to be Donna no more. Donna's always going to be there.
I can remember Peter saying to me once he was very proud of Donna, and he would hope that I would be as proud. But I would be equally as proud to walk out with 100% Peter.
And Kath might just get her chance tomorrow, as unlike most men, Donna is more than happy to join in on a shopping spree.
That's a 12.
Yeah, but no good to you. Or 16.
I can get into a 14 if I have to.
It's not elastic. I don't think there's anything that I would change too much about Peter, except to let me buy him some male clothes that he would wear. You're not.
Don't you think that is me?
No. I'll bargain with you.
What?
You come over to the men's department with me and try on some nice trousers and tops, and I'll let you try it on. You're not having it, but you can try it on. There's still an attraction there when Peter's in Donna mode, because he's still affectionate. He's a very touchy-feely, hands-on man, and that doesn't change when he's in Donna mode. You're still not having them? And because I've overcome the clothes, the outward appearance now, I just accept him. I still find him attractive, whether he's Donna or Peter, but it's nice to have him in Peter mode. You'd see straight through it.
I'd wear something underneath it.
What, a vest?
It's a very difficult balance. I think all trannies are very selfish, and I try and meet her needs, but I'm very conscious that I don't always meet her requirement in dressing enough for what she wants. And that's dressing as a man now, not just dressing as a lady.
With it as well,
I was
yeah.
looking at the black initially.
No, but that'll go better me that way.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, you're definitely right.
Oh no, trust me, I'm a lady.
She's a very special lady. She plays a real major role in my life, and my life wouldn't be complete without her. But it's not simply because she accepts me wearing women's clothes. It is everything about her, of which one factor is the fact that she will accept me wearing women's clothes. I know that she'll prefer to see me as a male.
It doesn't make a noise, it's not a swishy one.
Look, bells.
Oh, bells to you as well. Are you going to try that one?
Yes. I don't really want to be Donna all the time, but there are times when at the end of the day, we're just only too happy to go back to being something else. And it's the contrast between being a man and being Donna, which is one of the key things. If I was Donna all the time, the contrast wouldn't be there. There'd be nothing to look forward to. I told you it suited me. Look at that. Can you hear it?
I can hear it. No, it looks beautiful. Go and get it off and we'll get over the gents' outfitters now.
Donna may have got to try on her flouncy skirts, but Kath never did manage to get Donna to the men's department.
People might think it odd that he is a transvestite. I did. I thought it was odd.
I thought it was perfectly normal.
Well, you would. Yeah. But underneath, he's kind, he's thoughtful, he's considerate. I would say generous to a fault, but that would be a lie. He's one of the most kindest and considerate men that I've ever met. I just wish he got a bit more fashion sense.
Real people go on remarkable journeys in the name of love. This week we follow the amazing love story of Jennifer and Stacey, who are travelling 6,000 miles to Thailand to make their love story complete. They're going to have sex change operations so they can realise their ultimate dream, to transform their lives as a devoted and loving male couple to a devoted and loving female couple.
Okay.
By transforming their bodies and their genders, theirs is the ultimate modern-day love story. Across the River Severn from Bristol is the small town of Chepstow in South Wales. Jennifer and Stacey have been living here together as lovers for over 12 months.
First time we met, I knew it was something more than just a friendship, something special was there, I just knew. But it actually wasn't until Christmas, wasn't it? And I think that's when we officially decided we were an item.
We were going to be an item.
The couple met via the internet. Although they lived their everyday lives as women, they were both born male. Until December 1998, Jennifer was known as Paul. Before transition, she had a difficult time with relationships.
All your life you knew you were different, but until something came along that sort of pressed that button and said, oh, this is what it is. This feels natural to me, and being who I was before didn't. So whether that really is the famous woman trapped in a man's body, or whether it's just that the female side of my personality is just way overdeveloped compared to the male part, I don't know.
Before she met Stacey, she almost went into a conventional marriage.
I came that close to getting married as a man. She had 2 kids, the house, you get the idea. And it was literally walking into a ready-made family. It's fairly obvious to me it was my last-ditch attempt at pretending to be normal. If there is such a thing, you know.
Stacey used to be called Steve.
I suppose I realised things weren't right because, I mean, I used to go out, I suppose you call it trannying, you know, dressing up, going out, meeting people, shopping, clubs, and that didn't feel right. I suppose that's when I realised that this wasn't the true path for me. I had to go further.
She began her transition and hormone treatment to become a woman last year.
You go and see your doctor, psychiatrist, and it's only when you actually, it just sort of clicks. You sort of think, yeah, I'm ready to transition, and bang, it just happens.
In the end, we just sat down and thought about it, and we're not gay, we're not straight, we don't fancy men or women, we fancy each other, and that's the end of it.
Jennifer and Stacey will both be having their male genitals cut off and female genitalia constructed.
Happy to.
To have the surgery here on the NHS, they would have to wait an estimated 6 years. Surgery in Thailand fits their financial and medical needs.
It's a really long way to go for a month, actually. But again, it's a thing, you only do it once in your lifetime, don't you? There are people that wander out there just for a little holiday, so yeah. Saying that, you know.
Don't think I'd have gone on my own, though.
They were both planning to have the operation before they met. They've undertaken psychological evaluation and will be going under the surgeon's blade within 24 hours of each other. After 14 hours in the air, Jennifer and Stacey arrive in Phuket and have a day to take in their new surroundings.
The scenery and the whole sort of area is absolutely beautiful.
I like it. It's nice. It's definitely come back here under better circumstances.
Changing sex isn't cheap.
The operation is costing about $7,500 each, which sounds like a lot of money because we're looking at $15,000. You sit there and go, eek! that, that would be enough for a main operation for one of us in the UK. Whereas over here, we're both getting done. Though it's not cheap, there was a lot of saving involved. Before we came, if we'd had the option, we would have considered sort of, if we could have got the extra money together, staying in England. But now that we're actually here, I think we made the right choice. Yeah.
They've chosen to have surgery at the Phuket International Hospital in the care of Dr. Sangwan Kunaporn, an internationally renowned surgeon who has been responsible for more than 1,000 gender reassignment operations.
Most of the patients of mine said that they're very happy after surgery. Stacy and Jennifer are among the unique patients of mine. They were a couple, and they're very sweet, lover.
Stacey will be having her surgery first. As the operation draws closer, the girls contemplate their sex lives, which will be somewhat different.
In our relationship at the moment, I won't say nothing in that area happens at all, but it's not, well, in this one's case, it's not even necessary. Sort of blow in a general direction, she falls over. I mean, there's obviously going to be some experimentation and possibly a trip or two to Ann Summers afterwards.
They're both convinced they're doing the right thing.
If Jen had any doubts or I had any doubts, the other one of us would just, OK, forget it, I'm not having it either. And we'd go and find the nearest plane we could and go home. But sitting here now, after all this time, I'm still 100%.
Yeah.
99.999 recurring confident.
As far as you can get.
As far as you can get, anyway.
It's the day of Stacey's operation, and she's understandably anxious.
I'm not looking forward to the pain afterwards, no. I don't like pain at all. But I can put on a brave face, as they say. Must have got to sit up for a while.
The girls will be having breast implants as well as the gender reassignment surgery. They'll both have to spend around 8 hours in theatre.
I mean, I'm happy she's going through with it, she's doing what she wants to do. But it's the same as I've said for anyone, I wouldn't wish what we're having to go through on my worst enemy.
Jen has insisted on being at Stacey's side throughout her operation.
Whether or not I was destined to always be this way, I don't know. For all I know, if I hadn't have spoken to Jen on the internet, I might have just gone and lived my life like a little hermit until I was 30 and then 40 and then done something about it. Or maybe nothing at all.
As well as being concerned for Stacey, Jen watches every move of the intense operation that she herself will have to undergo in less than 24 hours.
I'm worried as hell.
If you know anything about how this works, it's not really anything you want to do. No one wants to mutilate themselves, but it's something you need to do.
Dr. Sangwan practices a unique type of gender reassignment surgery. First, a vaginal cavity is formed underneath the existing genitalia. Then the testicles and most of the penis are removed. A female urethra is constructed, and the sexual glands in the penis are used to form a sensitive clitoris. And the remaining tissue is used to complete the female genitalia.
It's amazing what goes through your mind, isn't it? But when sort of they were being taken out and moves across, the thought that just came into mind is, I really hope she doesn't change her mind now, because that's like definitely point of no return at the end.
After the genital surgery, Dr. Sangwan moves to the breast implant operation. It will be at least another 3 hours until Stacey will wake up.
My chest is hurting. It stings, my back is aching, and obviously the surgery area is throbbing like anything.
Deeply exhausted and dehydrated after the operation, Stacey has been continually ill. After pressing the panic button to call the nurses, Jen is worried that they don't feel particularly concerned.
I'm actually worried because I have not been impressed with the aftercare. And the honest answer is I'm not sure. I'm willing to go through with it and let her fend for herself.
It's 24 hours since Stacey's sex change operation. She's made a steady improvement through the night, and she's even beginning to feel a few changes in her body.
I'm getting weird sensations down in my groin area of a certain article that isn't there anymore. It feels as though, how can I explain it without being too crude? I mean, the head, the gland, whatever you want to call it, although they've used part of that to create a clitoris, it still feels as if the whole body is there, and that on the end is just twitching. Some of them are quite nice sensation, and some of them are ow.
After Jen's doubts over Stacey's care had been resolved, she went ahead with her own op, feeling that Stacey was in fact in safe hands. As dawn breaks, she's already under anaesthetic.
Up until about 1 o'clock this morning, she was still not sure she was going to go through it, because she was worried that I wouldn't be okay today on my own. But we got round that. But yeah, I can't wait until she's awake and I can kiss her. Just can't wait. Sorry. I'm just worried about her. We don't stay apart for any amount of time, and I'm scared.
As Jen undergoes the operation, Stacey is forced to stay in bed and recover, and all she can do is wait and hope that all's well. Finally, the lovers are together again.
Don't cry, I'm okay. Good night.
We're happy now that we're both back up here, and you know, we can actually touch each other, and you know, we're back as one now.
A day ahead of Jen, Stacey has had her breast bandages removed and can inspect Dr. Sangwan's handiwork.
I just caught a glimpse of one of my nipples under there, and let's just say that they're a little bit larger than before.
They've been stretched a touch.
Stretched it. I'm quite happy with them.
Also about twice the size, aren't they?
They're about twice the size now, actually, as well.
Two days later, Dr. Sangwan gives the girls a checkup.
Here, babes. We were right. We know what the torch is for.
You're not serious?
I'm serious.
Cool. Yesterday, when they wheeled the trolley in to clean Jen out, there's a nice big yellow torch on there, and we were just joking about what it's for, and Jen's just said it is what we thought it was for. It's for lighting up darker cavities.
The silicone breast implants have to be massaged to ensure they look as natural as possible, and the surgeon shows the girls how to do it.
I'm fine. Just never actually had my boobs played with while being filmed before, babes. Slightly strange situation.
Okay, bye.
Okay then, bye.
See you.
Although the girls are still in some pain, the checkup has revealed that so far everything's going well.
We're okay, aren't we?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, come
Okay.
Sorry.
After 2 weeks in bed, the girls are finally allowed out of hospital.
Oh yeah. Look at that, babes.
It's nice to be out, but we can now get on and do things.
Yeah.
It's behind us now, I mean, apart from a checkup, that's it.
To actually have a different body is slightly weird, it is, because the sensations are all new. I suppose it's like learning to walk again as such, isn't it?
For the rest of their lives, Stacey and Jennifer will have to practice a technique called dilating.
Dilating's the big one. It knocks so much out of your life, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's half an hour a day at the moment, 4 times a day.
This means manipulating the vaginal cavity to keep the skin supple using specially made implements.
And go, look, do we feel inadequate, boys? Look.
Yeah.
Woo.
8 inches long and 1.5 inches diameter of pure plastic. Problem is I haven't found where you get the cap off to put the batteries in yet. But it'll come apart one day, won't it?
Jennifer and Stacey will be in Thailand for another week while they recover, and they've decided to confirm their love for each other once and for all before they go back to Britain.
5 nights after my operation, it was almost simultaneously looked at each other and just said, why don't we get married? I mean, I know it's not going to be legal in the UK and stuff like that, but we just decided that it'd be something nice to do. So hopefully can sort out something pretty to wear. Can I look at the purple? Think I look okay?
With their wedding outfits made, Stacey thinks it's time she gave her mum the good news.
Hello?
Hello, it's only me. We've got another bit of news for you.
What?
Well, me and Jen have decided we're going to have like a little bit of a blessing come marriage thing out here. You know the hospital we were at?
Yeah.
They've organised a complete wedding ceremony for us with
Yeah.
all the guests of the hospital.
Yeah.
A couple of papers and, you know, newspapers and that. I think we're going to be a little bit more famous now, aren't we?
Oh, right.
So, see, I told
What
you.
are you doing about food when you get home?
What we're doing about food when we get home? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting married in a foreign country and she's worried about what food we're having when we get home.
Can't you fax something through here? What you normally have from Tesco's, and I can get some so you got something to eat when you get home.
No, you don't understand. Tomorrow we're not doing anything because we're getting married. And Saturday we're flying home.
Yeah, but you'll have to have something to eat when you get home, won't you?
We'll see you sometime Sunday.
Okay.
Unless you want to fly out here and join us.
No, I do not want to bloody fly in a fucking plane. That's the last thing I want to flipping do.
Oh, all right then.
Okay then,
Bye. I was right. She did the, oh, that's nice, dear. What do you want for dinner?
The Phuket International Hospital has offered to host the ceremony, and the girls appear to be more nervous than they did before their surgery.
I'm running blank right now. I think that's the only way I can run.
It's just so many
Because
things.
if I start thinking about it, I'm going to fall apart.
Yeah, it's just too much to take in. So.
I just lost.
Nice to get married in Thailand. I am glad to be here and to welcome the honoured guests and the wedding couple.
Although the ceremony is hosted by hospital staff and there are no official papers to sign, the event feels real enough to Stacey and Jennifer.
The biggest problem I think people have with what we're doing is they need to pigeonhole people, and they feel uncomfortable that we're actually willing to step out of the pigeonhole we've been put in, to think about it from their point of view, that you've gone through all of this to change your anatomy. So, you know, this weirds people out so much that I think that's why we get all the prejudice we do. We'd like to thank the hospital and everybody for coming. It's absolutely wonderful of you. I don't know what else to say of it. It's the happiest day of our lives. Thank you. Thank you.
For Stacey and Jen, their 3 incredible weeks in Thailand are coming to an end, and tomorrow they're going home.
It'd just be nice to go back to semblance of normality for a while.
Three weeks later, they're back home in Wales, and their extraordinary time in Thailand seems almost unreal.
It's an experience. Don't try this at home. But looking back on it, it was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The girls have found it easy to get used to their new bodies.
I don't know if it's psychological or the brain's done something or what, but you have difficulty remembering what was there.
I think it's because somehow our brains just decided that's natural and that's the end of it, so you don't even notice it.
No, you don't.
But what about their sex lives?
We know that obviously you're not meant to have sexual intercourse for, 6 weeks, 3 months. Surgeons have different times that, but
that sort of doesn't really apply.
Doesn't apply to us, really, does it? But I mean, yeah, we sort of experimented a little bit, didn't we, just to see.
Yeah.
After a couple of times of experimenting, the brain sort of sussed out what's where and what does, isn't it?
Both agree that the trip to Thailand has made their love complete.
The whole experience, I think, it's definitely brought us more together as, emotionally and...
It sort of just proved the fact. There's one thing saying you'll stick with each other no matter what, but this sort of proved it, didn't it?
Yeah. I always sort of decided, or not decided, but sort of accepted the fact that I was going to be alone and never get married and stuff like that. And I'm not sure about you, but you sort of, it was a bit of a blessing, This is extra to all the other stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. Haraway.
Love you too, Mrs. Haraway.
Good.
Since this film was made, both Jennifer and Stacey have continued with their recovery and are living happily together in South Wales.